And welcome back, everybody, or welcome us back. Yep. Anyways, regardless, we are here with more of our Mega Man block with Mega Man 8, any percent with Deletion, and with that being said,
regardless, we are
Deletion,
here with
feel
more
free to
with more of our
cut
Mega
over.
Man block.
Cut over.
Mega Man 8.
All right. Sorry, audio.
And
With that being said, Deletion, feel free to
Cut over.
cut over.
All right. Sorry, audio. So we're back with Mega Man 8, any percent with Deletion, and at this point, I think we're ready to get this rig rolling. So Deletion, let's go for it. And also shut up that mask, by the way. We gotta do that. We gotta give a shout out to the hat.
And we'll be killing him pretty quickly, hopefully. And then more dialogue. This game is widely known for its bad voice acting, which we'll hear quite a bit of.
So there's an audio doubling issue. So here in the hosting house, we're going to stay pretty quiet.
Okay.
So there's an audio doubling issue. So here in the hosting house, we're going to stay pretty quiet.
Yep. The first main boss we're going to go against is Grenade Man, obviously. The reason we do that is because the mini boss in this stage drops the rush cycle, which is really helpful for going a lot quicker through the game. Well, in some sections. Just exploding some barrels. And then for these bombs, normally they count down after you touch them the first time, but you can jump like that to make them go faster. And the mini boss here is a complete pain in the butt because unfortunately it's quite random. And it has the ability to burrow underground, which wastes a lot of time. So hopefully it doesn't do that.
So sort of a mini boss pulled off of Drill Man from the previous game?
Pretty much.
Hmm.
It's like 8 seconds.
So
Yeah,
boss,
it's just a waste.
Pulled off of Drill Man from the previous game? Hmm.
Oh, come on. Okay. Normally you want to get the final hit when it's closer to the ground, but I don't know if it was going to be swooping towards me anytime soon. Okay, we're going to do some Mega Ball jumps up here, and we'll use Rush Cycle for the first time. Missed that. Yep, going against Grenade Man's pretty easy actually. He tends to move around a lot, so usually you end up using like partially charged shots instead of fully charged ones. And he destroys the ground here. You typically want to destroy him towards the center, or well, you're in the center, because then the dark energy drops directly on you. Otherwise, Mega Man will have to run and pick it up before he does the finishing thing here. Okay. Frostman stage kind of stinks, unfortunately, because it's a lot of auto-scrolling sections, which just kind of bogs everything down, but it's not the absolute worst. Just going to take it easy here and use Rush Cycle quick. And here's one of the sections that the game is mostly known for, because you'll be hearing a lot of jump, jump, and slide, slide with that delightful voice acting. Okay, gonna pick up a bolt here. Bolts are used as currency in the game to allow you to buy upgrades. There's gonna be one that we're gonna be needing for sure, which is just basically increasing the speed of your slides. Okay, we're going to be ignoring the second one here. Get that. And this is the end of the first section. Okay. I will be using Rush Cycle here again. There are ice blocks that get pushed around, but if you have Rush Bike, you basically just kind of run through them. Yeah. Alright. Gonna do some more ball jumps here at the end. Just some more elevator sections. Probably should have picked up that extra life, but too late now. Okay. Now we're going to be fighting Frostman. Have a tendency to kind of be aggressive against him because he's large and tends to jump around a little bit. And since we have enough health, we can just kind of sit through this. Yeah. In this case, if you're too far to the left or right, the dark energy can drop kind of randomly, which doesn't help because you have to walk and get it again. Alright, we got Tengu Man next. His stage does have a couple of auto-scrolling sections as well. Instead of the snowboarding, though, it's more of a side-scrolling shooter. And I shouldn't need to get that. Normally here, you're supposed to jump into that pile in the middle and turn into a bubble and go around that way. We're not doing that because it takes way too much time. And I'm just going to keep hitting everything with my face, apparently. Okay. Those large party balls, they drop basically assists. And you get one of 4 different options. For this first section here, it doesn't really matter who you get. Second section is a lot more important. For the second part, we'll end up wanting to have beat the little bird that's in front of me, because he does damage basically constantly while he's in front of people. And that's all 4 of the assists. Normally there's only 2 party balls on this section. Well, and the second section. Depending on how low your health is, though, you can get more. Oh, darn. Alright, well I misbeat the first time, so hopefully I can get him the second time around. Otherwise the mid-boss will be a little bit harder. There we go. Oh, I should have destroyed that bottom part. Oh well. Wow. I feel silly. I should have been paying better attention to my health. Now I gotta redo that section, which stinks. But the whole point of that is typically you'll want to have beat out in front of you like that. I just wasn't paying well enough attention to my health, which really stinks again, but whatever. We'll get back there and keep doing this. And normally, if you're not charging, beat will kind of just fly around like that. But if you're holding down the charge button, he'll stick right in front of you, which makes it easier to hit stuff. So. There we go. It's a little bit better. Okay, we'll want to stick down the bottom right here. Otherwise, when it gets to the next section, you'll end up having to go towards the middle, and it takes a little bit longer. Oh. Let's try that again. Oh, I missed the jump. Son of a biscuit. This stage is not going well for me today. Alright, so against Tingaman, one of the quicker strategies is to use the Mega Ball to jump above him and then drop the ice move on top of his head. That's a little bit trickier though, so I'm just going to try and play it a little bit safe. Oh, come on. Whatever. He is not cooperating. Alright, that was a very awful second Tengu portion. start off with, we're going to hop on the rush bike right away. It'll make the next sections a little bit easier. I missed that. Alright. And then for these sections, if you end up on an X, you'll end up taking damage, or you'll have something come after you and potentially take damage. Circles are okay, and then there's ones with death icons, which drop you down below. This one's not too bad. Just gonna try and exchange damage with it, basically. There we go. That's not what I wanted. Okay, we'll just take this a little bit slower then. Okay, Clownman fight is relatively easy. The one thing, if you're trying to go through it quickly, that you shouldn't do is try and catch him while he's swinging. Because that just takes far too much time. He ends up getting tangled up in his own arms, and then he's just invincible for far too long. That's not bad. There's one move that he has that's called Thunder Carnival, where he basically turns into a ball and bounces around the screen. He's invincible during the entire move, so it takes a while. Okay, have a little interlude stage here. The robot from the very first cutscene is here, and we have to just track him down. Ah, darn. Not what I wanted. Normally we want him to do little short hops like that, because he's not invincible during it like he is for the other stuff. More dialogue. He's not a bad guy. Gotta keep going. Okay. Gonna go buy the item that I mentioned a while ago. It's not active until after the interlude stage, so. And here's another potential awful stage. I haven't been doing too bad lately. I just made the estimate larger just in case stuff like this does happen. So, we'll see how this goes. Okay. There's a little maze section here. Just have to use the switches. Okay, first portion's done. Then the sinking tower, it's not too terrible. You can actually go quite a ways below where the sand is before you actually die. The only problem with this is you can't go ahead of the screen at all. Otherwise, this would be a lot easier. Yeah. We use the tornado hold at the end here. Oh, or I'll just botch it. You know, whatever. Okay. That's what I was worried about. Okay. Obviously that went on a little bit better. Just go a little bit slow since everything else has not been working well for me today. I'll need that. Okay. So here's Astroman. Unfortunately, he spends a lot of the time stuck up towards the top of the screen, which makes it hard to hit him. So we're going to try and Mega Ball up to him. Yeah. There we go. You can go to Aquaman. Mega Man 8 has something that most of the other games don't, and you can actually swim in this one. So we'll be doing a little bit of swimming in this area. It doesn't pop up too often, but we'll be doing it here for sure. This mini boss can be annoying because he constantly can go in and out of the waterfall like that. As far as I know, there's not like a good way to force it to do certain actions. There we go. Well, I got one more mini boss to go through at least, so. I think one of these things would drop an extra life, but does not appear to be the case. There we go. Extra life. Aquaman is actually pretty easy, as long as you have the weakness against him. And he just gets caught in a loop. Too far to the left. Oh well. Okay. Swordsman's stage is actually kind of neat. Basically, since you have to go through the first 4 bosses before you can even reach them, his first part of his stage is actually split up into 4 different sections, which represent the sub-weapons that you get from them. So you're seeing a bunch of extra stuff. Oh, come on. You have to make sure to hit those switches to unlock the doors, because you can go through without doing that, and it's not fun. Oh, come on. There we go. Okay. I don't know if you noticed, but there's signs in the background of those that you have to use the bomb to illuminate, which just show the right combination. It's not the same each time, which kind of stinks. Let's take that a little bit safe. Okay. This mini boss isn't typically too bad. There's a little bit of randomness to it, like there is for most of the bosses in this, but and that's that. Gonna do a little bit more ball jumping to avoid some of the slower parts of this section. That part can kind of stink because those vampire bats can latch onto you and they're obnoxious. But if they latch onto you while you're on the platform will just keep moving and you won't, so it won't end well. Fire Slash for Swordsman is the most annoying thing. And unfortunately, it's just kind of random. So there can be times when you don't have him do it at all. And there's times when he can do it hundreds of times. But anyways, he's invincible during the whole process, so it just wastes time. Something seems to be up with the counter, and I'm not sure what. That's weird. Okay. It must have been something on my end. Well, obviously it was, but... Okay, I'm going to start off using Rush Cycle here. And just keep running into things, apparently. Yep. I'll take the ladder like a jump. Alright. Okay, bring out Rush Cycle again. Yeah, good enough. Okay. Searchman can be annoying because he has a move where he jumps off screen and reappears in one of 3 different bushes that you have to find out if he's in it or not. So it's a little bit random as well. But you can normally hit 2 at once, so it makes it a little bit easier. Okay, now we're into the Wily stages. The first one's probably the most obnoxious because it's another auto-scroller. Well, the second one has auto-scrolling sections too. Needless to say, auto-scrolling is just slow. Get the extra life here just in case. And then this boss is kind of annoying because you have to use the... Well, you can hit it with a few other things, but it's risky. Basically have to use the Mega Ball for everything. Yep. That was bad. Okay, we'll let that cycle end. Oh, come on. Good enough. That was way too close. In the second Wily stage, it starts off with a little bit of platforming, but it's another side-scrolling shooter stage. Yeah, that was a little too close. Oh well. As opposed to a lot of the Mega Man games, this one doesn't have E-tanks at all. And so it can be kind of a pain to get yourself healed. But one of the mini-bosses does drop a rush ability that allows you to do stuff or get yourself healed. Whatever. I'll take that, I guess. Okay, if everything goes well, I'm going to be taking an intentional death at the end of this. We'll see how my health is then, and if I can even make it that far. Yeah, the game's already taking pity on me with more party balls just because of how low my health is. But yeah, normally at the end of this stage, there's a really long time before you, or like between when you leave this area and before the boss actually starts. Taking a death beforehand can basically cause the boss to spawn faster. It's very slow. Come on. Alright, here we go. And now the boss just shows up faster. Otherwise, it's like a good 20 seconds that you have to wait from that section where I died. Another boss that's based around luck, which from how my run has been going, I'm not going to be lucky on. But the horizontal two sections here don't take any damage, so when that happens, basically it's just a loss of time. You can destroy them, but it doesn't help you out with his health at all. They're just there. I probably could have ended that. Stop wasting my time, please. Oh, whatever. Let's stop that from happening again. Oh, really? Now you do it? That's what I wanted him to do from the very beginning, and it doesn't work. Yeah, that's just to go faster. Oops. Too low. Whatever. We're going this way. Really? That was just bad. We'll take this part slow, at least. Okay.
Come on, Treble.
Base isn't normally too bad to fight against. He can be kind of annoying though, because there is one move where he kind of goes out of your reach. I don't know if he's going to do it yet here or not, but it's been good so far. There it goes. Screw it. Bad positioning at the end, because he very slowly has to go to this section afterwards. Just get some health, just in case. You know what, this run hasn't been going well, so let's just get the extra life. Okay. So here comes the Green Devil. It's a lot easier than pretty much any of the other Devil bosses from the earlier Mega Man games. But the main strategy is to use the bomb to open up where the eye is, and then just use the electrical attack to do damage to it. Then he disappears for a little bit. The best thing that can happen is if he tries to reappear behind me or like right below me, which is not happening. This just wastes time, unfortunately. Okay. Then in usual Mega Man fashion, we have the boss fights coming up next. It'll be a little bit easier for some of them since I have their weaknesses already. The nice thing about this setup is it's actually set up identical to how the stage select screens are, just between left and right. So Frostman was in the upper right. He's in the upper right of the left section.
I'll crush you. I will beat you.
Not too terrible. Boss isn't here, I'll drop health, which is nice.
It's just a kid. Don't make
Oh,
me
darn.
laugh. Tornado hold on. No way. Here you go.
That's about as well as that could have gone.
No way. Here you go. No. Regretful.
That's the move. And of course.
Say hello to my cube bombs. Black bomb.
It's one of the rare chances where he dies without destroying the ground below him. So that's good. This has been going surprisingly well for the refights. So something has to be botched soon.
Let's make this a fair fight.
Ah,
Bunny strike. Blank. Bunny strike. Blank. Fire slash.
okay. For Searchman, it's actually nice on the refight because you actually start closer to him so you can hit him with the sword right away. Aside from that, the fight's the same.
Ready? Yeah, let's go.
That was lucky. That was good enough. Yep. Astroman is so much easier with the search missile. The only problem is sometimes if you mistime it, he'll get out of his loop. But we'll see how well this goes. Hopefully he just drops down immediately. Or he'll just do that. There we go. So much easier. Hopefully it'll be a gold. Nope. Just a little bit of time saved. Oh well. So we got more dialogue here. The first form of Dr. Wily isn't too terrible to fight against. And I'm going to try something that I don't normally do this time around and hope that it works. What is this pattern? That was pretty quick. I have had to itch my nose for like 40 minutes, and this mask is making it incredibly difficult. So the Wily fight isn't too bad. He's got that homing attack that can kind of be a pain, but most of the other stuff is relatively easily avoidable. This one, or the dropping orbs attack, is probably one of the more damaging ones, but it's pretty easy to avoid as well. If you ever end up getting stuck and low on health, you can always just use the rush healing ability. Hopefully I'm not going to need that. If you're trying to be really quick about it, you can usually use the Mega Ball to help you get up quicker, but let's not try and risk that. And that's time. All right. That should be good to go. Yeah, I'm not actually going to continue with the credits and everything because unfortunately my disc is busted and it sounds terrible. So, yeah, we should be good to. And thanks for the GGs.
Nice run, nice run. Thank you so much, Delition. Yeah, we just had to put ourselves on a brief mute only because some audio issues. But thank you again. We super appreciate the run. That was rad. I remember playing this game. This game is tough. It is legitimately difficult too, man.
Oh yeah, it's a lot of fun.
Oh yeah, no, and it looks gorgeous too. Just aces all around.
Thank you once again. Do you have any other final thoughts before we let
Nope.
you go?
Should be good. Good luck to everyone else that's playing later.
All right. Well, thank you again, and yeah, everyone stick around because we have Mega Man Rock and Roll with Resisting Frame coming up next, and that'll be the end of our Mega Man block. But it's going to be one hell of a way to end this block. So we'll talk to you all in a little bit.